Hey, hello, hi. I know it's been a while. Hello. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm using a different recording thingy. I'd have to be farther away from the mic. Anyways, yeah, I need to get a better mic. So today is going to be a PSA on tattoos. Let me put up the picture to start with. There it is. That is my foot. Sorry if you're squeamish over feet. Whoops. So that right there is my left foot, the top of my left foot. As you can see, it is a very faded, ugly T-Rex arm looking shitty tattoo of a unicorn. This was my second tattoo. My first tattoo is on my arm of my kitty. I'm also not super duper proud of it, but it is what it is, you know. For a very first tattoo, it's not bad. This is my second tattoo. I'm pretty sure I got the second. This here is a lesson in do your research on your tattoo artist first and go in knowing exactly what you want, not just a vague idea. When I got this tattoo, all I knew was that I wanted a pretty colorful tattoo of a unicorn on the top of my foot with it rearing on its back legs. I thought that was enough information. And this is what I got. The tattoo artist I went to this person because my dad knew them, and so I got a bit of a discount because, you know, they were buddies. This person had never tattooed a unicorn in his life. Probably had never even tattooed a horse before in his life. Had never done anything fanciful. All of his tattoos were like, he had like this gory, bloody, bleeding zombie thing on his neck that he did to himself. Just for example. His tattoos are more of the black and white variety, not colorful, and like, you know, skulls and gory stuff. Not My Little Pony, pretty rainbows, whatever, colorfulness. And all I told him was that I want a pretty colorful unicorn on its back legs on my foot. And as you can see, it is several years old. I don't remember exactly when I got it, but it's years old, but it's already faded to the point where it looks like it's like 10 years old. A lot of the color, it was a little bit more colorful to start with. They can't really point to it because my video is behind it, but the body did have a little bit more of a definition with purple ink for like musculature, but that is mostly all gone. There's really no facial features to speak of. I had to tell him to put a tail on the unicorn. At first it didn't have any tail whatsoever. I had to tell him to put a tail on it. As you can see, those front legs compared to the back legs, it's got little T-Rex front arms. They're too damn short. And it looks like one of its feet is stuck, like it's trapped in a rock. The best part of the whole thing is down near my toes where the rocks and grass actually look somewhat realistic. But the rest of it is jacked. And this is on my body for the rest of my life. I do plan on getting it covered at some point in my life. I just don't know what. With what. Yeah, and so now I have this on my foot forever. A few years ago, I went and got a tattoo on my leg, which I have shown in a couple videos. But I'll try to put up a picture right now. Hopefully that's big enough for you to be able to see. It is visible in some of my videos. Obviously this is brand new, fresh. when I took the picture. This is on the outside of my left leg. This was supposed to go on my foot. And the guy explained that the top of my foot is too small of an area to cram in a full-size picture. So I had to go and tattoo the entire outside of my left leg. I'm wearing shorts, so I guess I can... There. That's what it is, right there. So I went from the top of my foot to the entire outside of my left leg. And look at how gorgeous it is! All the definition and the colors, and it doesn't have little T-Rex arms. And I had researched the guy beforehand. I had looked at his portfolio, saw that he has done color tattoos before, that he has done fantasy type creatures before. He did this really kick-ass tattoo of a Cthulhu Kraken type octopus thingy. Yeah. So if you compare the difference between the two, it's pretty bad. So basically, my PSA is, if you're getting a tattoo, whether it's the first time or the 100th time, just make sure that you do your research on the tattoo artist first. You know, look through their portfolio. If they don't have a portfolio to show you online or in person, first of all, don't go there. They should be able to show you examples of their work. Make sure they can do the kind of work, the style of tattoo that you are wanting, and that they have done it in the past. And make sure that the type of tattoo that you want, the image that you want, fits in the body area that you want to put it. You can't expect to put something that is a full-size portrait of something in a little itty-bitty area, because otherwise it will look squashed, it will look distorted. Well, pay attention to how much details you want in the image, how much details that you want in certain areas. You know, if you want some aspects of it to be detailed or not be detailed. Just go into it with as much information as you possibly can. Have reference photos, have reference ideas. This is going to be on your body for the rest of your life, unless you pay thousands of dollars to get it removed. Don't go to just whatever tattoo artist you can find with a vague idea. No, go in mind with an image in your mind of the tattoo that you want. You may not be able to get exactly what you want, but you should have a pretty good idea of what you want it to look like. You may have to work with a tattoo artist. You know, they may steer you in a different direction of like for me, it was like, well, do you either want your foot covered or you want the tattoo image that you really truly want. And I wanted this image that I had in mind that was more important than the body part being covered. So thus that meant that I needed to go to a different body part. And no, I didn't feel like he was upselling me. I didn't feel like he was making me get a bigger tattoo for more money. No, it makes sense that it's for the proportions and everything, to get the amount of detail, to get the color, to get the everything to be proportioned right, and needed more room. It made sense. So it makes sense to you. Go with your gut, but also don't just go with your gut. You know, go with some intelligence behind it. Don't end up with a little T-Rex dinky unicorn. I almost want to just keep it because it's a reminder of to not make those same mistakes again. And it is kind of funny. It is kind of cute in its little awfulness. But it is embarrassing having a shitty unicorn tattoo right next to the beautiful unicorn tattoo. So that's all. That's all of the video for today. Is I just wanted to do a PSA about tattoos. And my arm tattoo, my cat tattoo, he went off of a portrait, and it pretty much looks like the portrait, but it was my fault in that I didn't have a good portrait. My cat was black, and so to get any real details was difficult because black fur in photographs especially, there's not a whole lot of definition. It's hard to tattoo something that's not there. So actually it looks a little bit human-like, I'm not crazy about it, but that was my fault, and that I didn't have, I just went with the first picture of my cat that I could find. It wasn't until later that I found pictures where the lighting was better in the photograph and you could see like his cheekbones and chin and everything much better. And the photograph that I gave him, it was very pixelated. It was very dark. You could tell it was a cat, but you couldn't really see definition. He should have told me like, oh, this is going to be hard to tattoo. Whatever. He should have told me it was a bad picture, but he didn't. And it was my very first tattoo. I didn't know any better. I figured, oh well, it'll come out okay anyways. He's the artist. They know best. Don't go with that attitude. Don't just think, oh well, they know best. They're the professional. It's your body. It's your skin. If it doesn't feel right, if something doesn't look right, then don't do it. Okay, that's it. That's all. Bye.